We'll get started off. Zaca, congratulations, your 100th appearance for the club. Been here since 2021. What does it mean to you to reach that milestone with the Kickers?
I mean, that's mean too much for me because, you know, I love this club, I love the culture, and I love the fans and everything. This is my fourth season with the Kickers, and I'm so grateful with the staff for trust me every year, and that's mean a lot for me. I'm so happy for this game because it's so special for me, and okay, we tried to come back in the game, and we did that, and I feel so happy.
And you got to enjoy a special walkout today with the game, walking out with your newborn. What did it mean to you to share that moment as well?
You know, it was so special because, you know, maybe today was just coming the game, but maybe in 3 years or 4 years, I remember this moment, and I gonna think, okay, that was incredible for me, and in the future I want to show him that moment and share everything with him, you know, and that's why the football is my life, and he as well, he's my life as too, so that was so special for me.
And we'll talk about the game a little bit too. Trailing One Knox, obviously they're a difficult team to play. They like to play much more defensively, try and pack it in. But, you know, for the majority of the second half, the Kickers were knocking on the door looking for that first goal. Can you kind of talk about the resolve of the team to find that goal in the stoppage time and to get a result at home?
Yeah, we started really slow, and I recognize that. And after that, we start to win the battles in the game, the duels and everything. And in the second half, I think that we can find more the ball, and we feel more comfortable with the ball and everything. We start to find the spaces and gaps and everything, and I think that was a key for us today, and that's the way we have to continue to work. We have to keep working, and you know, it's football, and I think that we deserve more. We are a great team. We are. The culture in the team is incredible, and you know, when you are losing, or for example tonight we tied, but we know that we deserve more.
And once again, Zaca, congratulations, 100th appearance. Out of all your appearances, what is like your favorite moment?
I think that I have three. Maybe the first one was when we got the championship in 2022. I think so. And the second one was in North Texas when I scored that goal, you know. And I think that was my first goal with the Kickers, so that was so special for me. And the third one is today because it's my 100 games, and I know that it's not easy get 100 games in one team, and I recognize that, and I'm so happy for that.
Yeah, and also in this game, especially being down essentially 91 minutes, 92 minutes essentially in this game. Let's talk about just the resolve of just this team being able to just battle back and just at least get to this point and draw and have a draw in this game.
Say again, please.
Yeah, so just the toughness of this team.
Yeah. That about Knoxville.
Oh no,
yeah.
Just,
I mean, we know that it's a tough team. We know some players of that team, and we know that the game is gonna be hard. But we have to, you know, recognize that the moments, the different moments in the game. For example, I think that the first half was so important. Win every duels and every battle in the game. And in the second half, we recognize that they were so tired, and we have to keep the ball and move the ball, and that's why I think we got the score.
Thank you so much, Zaca.
Okay, thank you guys.
We'll get started, Adrian. After missing a couple games, being able to come in as a halftime substitution and then find a stoppage time goal, can you talk about how tonight went for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been struggling with my knee a little bit for the last 2 weeks, and yeah, it's been not optimal. I couldn't really train. We tried to calm it down. I didn't really know what was going on. I was a little bit scared because obviously 3 years ago I tore my ACL, so I just naturally was a little bit more cautious. But got an MRI this week, no ligament damage, which was great news. So got a training session in on Thursday, and then spoke with Darren, and we were on the same page about getting minutes in. And yeah, his plan was to bring me in on halftime. To be honest, I wasn't sure if if my physical level was be able to handle 45 minutes, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And obviously, coming on, I thought Arthur and me did a great job of impacting the game. I think him holding up the ball tonight was superb and just got me into really good positions, and we were able to attack. I think we could have gotten one more in the second half, which obviously it's a little bit frustrating, but obviously I'm super happy that in the end we finally broke through and got the point. So it's important tie for us, but again the locker room feels that tonight we didn't get as much as we thought we could.
And One Knoxville being more of a defensive, physical-minded team, presenting a lot of challenges when they go up 1-0. Where did you guys find joy to then be able to find that goal and be able to get the result?
Yeah, we knew. I mean, being 1-0 down is always going to be a challenge to come back, especially against a defensive-minded team like that. I mean, their center backs are pretty physical, pretty dominant on the field. So we knew it was going to be a little bit harder to come back against them than might be against other teams. But we also knew, and that was kind of the game plan, that they were pressing with almost 6-7 guys, which left a big space between their center backs and their number 6s and their midfield. So yeah, we just try to exploit that with pinging balls into Arthur or me making a run in that space and just clipping a ball in there. And yeah, we were super successful in the second half doing that. I got a lot on the ball going forward, and I had joy finding that space and slipping Arthur in or changing the side, and I think that helped us breaking their defense, and in the end it paid off.
And walk me through the goal. Obviously being able to find a little bit of space, get past your marker, and then Joao pinging in kind of like the perfect curler, just so that way you could redirect it. Can you kind of walk me through what you saw in that sequence and talk about a little bit of Joao's assist on there too?
Yeah, I mean, I think these are the kind of crosses that break a team that sits very deep. You see it in the Premier League all the time. I mean, Man City comes immediately to my mind. The balls that kind of from the midfield, from either on the right or the left side to the back post. They're super hard to defend because I'm in a position where I'm between the center back and their outside back. So it's kind of like, okay, who marks who? They have to shift over to the left side where Joao is, and that leaves the space in the back. So I knew that Joao was able to ping that ball in that space, and I was hoping that he saw that space, which he did in the end, and he had a lot of time on the ball to pick that out, and the timing was perfect. I thought for a second that I was offside because I left a little early, but kept me on side luckily, and just try to softly dink it into the far corner, and obviously pure emotions after the goal, and super happy.
And a little bit of news broke prior to the game. You were nominated for April Player of the Month. What does it mean to you to get that nomination as you're kind of in your first months with the club and to have the impact that you've had so far?
Yeah, I mean, it always means a lot, and helps with staying in a good mindset, and provides confidence. Obviously, I know I have amazing guys around me, amazing players that you make it easier for me to slip into spaces, to hold the ball up for me. I mean, we're still not where we want to be connecting, and we're still fighting with a lot of injuries. So it's just, super exciting where the team is at the moment, and thinking about where the team can be in a few months when everyone is back. But I mean, I couldn't do it by myself. It's always credit to the guys around me. It's not just a nomination for me, it's also for the team. But I also know that my contributions help the team win points. So it goes hand in hand, and I'm super happy about it.
Adrian, obviously scoring that goal and stoppage play, you guys had so many opportunities to score. Just talk about just just being able to just tough it out and just and finally get that goal in that second match.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chance earlier where I was cutting inside in the box and I didn't see Neil. I was super frustrated with myself in that moment or after that chance because you run inside the box and you kind of in that mindset of, okay, let's get a shot off, you know, and in that moment I forgot to see where my teammates are. And I mean, that was the situation that I was just talking about, where we should have scored another one. And after these kind of moments, I'm always thinking, okay, these are the moments that make the difference. And if I would have been a little bit better in that situation, we could have won the game. And that's kind of where I'm critical on myself, that I wasn't able to make that attack count. But yeah, I try to stay in the game. I try to stay positive and tell myself there will be another chance. And in these moments, it's all about staying in the game, not kind of switching off. And yeah, staying in the game, not switching off. And yeah, in the end, it paid off. And I think that's a credit to keeping a positive mindset until the last whistle.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Adrian.
I'm good, if you can hear me.
All set? Excellent. Just to start off, Darren, chippy, physical match with One Knoxville. Third match in a row against a team that's ended in a draw, but in dramatic fashion, the team was able to battle back, find a goal after knocking on the door for the majority of the second half. Can you kind of talk about the team performance, what went right, some things to improve upon?
Yeah. In Madison, we had an onside goal call back. In Greenbow, we had an onside goal call back. And tonight, I don't think the officiating was any better. It's frustrating to go through that in this league, but the reality is I love the resilience of the guys. The guys fought back hard, and they found a point. We're unlucky not to find 3 at the very end. So we know Knoxville is always going to kick everybody. They have the most fouls in the league, so you know that that's going to happen. I think we matched it, and I think the guys did well tonight.
Today, Zaca Moran made his 100th appearance for the club. He spoke earlier with us about just how proud he was to have that moment. He's been with the club now for 4 years. Can you talk about the impact that he's had since he's come in 2021 and what it means for the dressing room for a player like him to reach 100 appearances?
Well, first, congratulations to Zaca. That's awesome. We start with culture. Culture is the foundation of the house, right? You don't have walls or a roof without a foundation, so the culture's there. He epitomizes the culture of what we do here. It was so great to see him with his son Valentine on the field tonight for his 100th game, and we're so lucky to have him, and we're excited to just go forward with him.
Coach, especially in this game, being down in this game, pretty much most of this game. Just talk about, I know you talked about the resolve of the team. Just expand as far as your thoughts on just this team overall resolve.
Yeah, first half, I don't think we played our best soccer. I think we were in. I think Knoxville was all over us, so we made some changes. We brought guys on. The one thing I know is that every guy in that locker room fights for each other. They battled back. We were unlucky not to find that second goal. I just think it was a good overall performance. It's just unlucky we didn't get all 3.
And what was the message you players following tonight's matchup?
We got to move forward. We're getting very close. We just haven't gotten quite over the line, but we're in the mix, right? We're fighting. We're getting some points. We're staying in there. We got to do more. We got to get healthy. Addy came on and he's been out for the last 2 games, scored a great goal. So when we get healthy, we can play with anybody.
And then looking ahead to next week, kind of going from cup match to league play, going back into a cup match at Chattanooga, what are some of the things to build upon going back into that second competition and the approach towards Chattanooga?
Yeah, we got to take PKs this week because apparently that thing's all about penalty kicks. But we approach every game to win it. And we want to score goals. We got to get healthy, and we're getting really close. Ani was on the bench tonight. Guy got in the game, made his professional debut tonight, which I thought was great. He did well. Once we're healthy, we'll be a force to be reckoned with. So we'll go into Chattanooga with the best group we have, and we're going down there to win the game.
Excellent. All set? Excellent.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. How you been?